Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Something very special for you guys today because it's something you don't see every single day, and that is going to be a Blue Eyes Albion Despia variant, and it actually looks pretty decent. So you do obviously have the free synergy with being able to just get extra free Blue Eyes. Now, at first I was like, well, it's just like a fan kind of created deck. Well, that is partially true more than likely, because I think that there's better engines than Blue Eyes. It's still cool to see some unique things. But this other guy was actually playing a unique deck too. Let's swap it over from his point of view. This guy is playing Tearalaments, but a zombie Tearalaments, which I thought was really weird, and I was wondering, why would you mix these two in? And it will make sense in a moment here. Because Tearalaments are all based off of the fusions when you can just banish them from the graveyard, right? Well, if you convert everything to zombies with Zombie World into the grave, you instantly have Mizuki, because the deck already cycles through cards. That was a pretty big brain play as well. So he's got the Baron coming out over here, so he obviously has to place the counter on him. He needs to get rid of Baron. Baron's a card you can't really leave on the board for too long, because they're usually just going to recycle things. But this is the play over here. Now, even though he doesn't get the effect of Bryanak because it affects negated, you still get to pay the cost. So that's another bonus over here with the guy that is playing the Tearalaments variant of the deck. So it instantly lets you have access to everything, because everything becomes zombie. So you can Mizuki into like almost anything, right? And also allows for some extra utility, which I thought was a really cool play. And on top of that, being able to dump cards into the graveyard is always good with the Tearalaments. And then with the zombies, you just have free reign on pretty much what you want to go for. Blue Eyes Jet was activated, but it does unfortunately get stopped from. This would have been a really nice card. Now, Dweller is going to be activated, so nothing can be used in the graveyard. Now, the Blue Eyes player is going to go for the Terraforming over there. He's going to go ahead and grab a Sunbreaker, which is actually a pretty decent like anti-meta card. Let's swap it back over to the Blue Eyes player, because this card can attack everything. And on top of that, you can target a trap card in your graveyard and you get to set it. So you can potentially get some extra advantage over there, which is kind of nice, being able to recycle like an Imperm or any other cards you'll see in a moment here, which is pretty good. So he has to play passive over here, because remember, the Sunbreaker card will basically make it so if they special summon or just summon the third monster, it just automatically ends their turn. He attacks over one of their cards, and he's going to go ahead and bring out the Blue Eyes Jet as well as the Imperm. This is where the deck starts getting really good. He's going to be bouncing back that red reboot, so his opponent will be able to still like kind of use it. But nonetheless, he's going to now summon the Reno Heart. Reno Heart's going to activate its effect, and he's going to get the extra bonus effect, getting an extra fusion from the kit Kalos, which is kind of like the bread and butter of most of their setup plays. But we also see the Imperm going to be stopping that red reboot coming in clutch over there for the negation. Let's go ahead and swap it up to his POV. He gets a skill drain in the back over there because red reboot's effect, but he's going to be able to keep on comboing. Now, remember, Summon Breaker's in effect, so as soon as he summons that window, he has to pass his turn. Now, he doesn't have much life points at this point, but the thing is the Blue Eyes player, well, he has the skill drain activated. He's just going to go ahead and attack into a monster and then beef it up with the ultimate creature of destruction, so it's unaffected by everything. But on top of that, what's interesting is the Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon is a fusion monster that's actually immune to the effects of trap cards or effects. So he can actually still have that bonus effect. And I was like, well, this is like way too cool. I gotta check it out again. So I followed him. I was like, okay, was it just a coincidence that the Blue Eyes Despia Albion player won? Because I like seeing innovation in Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's very rare that we see innovation in, let's say, like mixing Blue Eyes with something. But he's making it look pretty good, being able to get the White Stone of Ancients, and obviously he's going to go ahead and get a Blue Eyes. And because he's able to go into a Halki Fibrax, he has instant access to potentially extra cards. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't get to play there because it is stopped with the Called by the Grave, but he still has a Jet Dragon, which is actually a pretty decent card. So it's other cards you control can't be destroyed by opponent card effects. So it does protect your other cards, not just Blue Eyes. Then you can only use each effect of it once per turn. So once per turn, you can activate. You can only activate them while Blue Eyes White Dragon's on your field, and if a card on the field is destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can special summon this card from the graveyard if it was there when the card was destroyed, or hand. So you get to special summon either way, and then at the end, at the start of the damage step, if it battles, you can target one card your opponent calls, and you can just bounce it right back to the hand. And I'm like, dude, he just won with like a Blue Eyes Albion Despia deck. Like, this is crazy. And look how much control he has. On top of this, he's got a summon limit ready to go. He's got an Imperm, and I was like, dude, this is really cool. I gotta share it with you guys. Eyes, because I know that I have not covered Blue Eyes because I usually cover like what's new and what's good. And, well, Blue Eyes hasn't got anything new recently, but like the mix-up is definitely new. I've never seen that. But I also want to give credit to this Tearalaments player, Just Some Name here. But big shout outs to player Just Some Name. I'm gonna give you guys both the deck profiles because I like covering like innovative decks, and I think that maybe I'll come out with like a new series on this channel. Let me know, guys, some feedback on this idea of just kind of covering like unique decks. It doesn't have to be like S tier meta the best thing, but you know, give a shout out to some of the more creative players in the community. So this one was by player. He was the guy that was playing this deck. Is crazy though, but I like it. I like seeing again newer things. And what I was trying to say before was like you guys saw the play with the formula, which I thought was pretty good going into like Hockey Firebreaks, and then you still have an extra target. You can go obviously into Baron because that's an instant access to it, and Blue Eyes is always going to be coming back. You get a lot of like free extra Blue Eyes with, of course, Whitestone of Ancient. I'll mouse over the cards, but I'll also include the deck profile as a one-click download, just in case any of you guys want to go ahead and do that as well. But it's cool. It's cool to see some just interesting things, not the same thing, because right now, I'll be honest, it's a lot of Splice. Splice is like one of the best decks in the game right now. There's no surprise. I'll probably cover that again in the future. I already covered it recently. There's really nothing new too much with that build. But the other player was playing something cool too. I have not seen this before where they actually throw in the zombie world. And keep in mind, this can actually hinder a lot of different decks. Some decks that need a tribute or they need like a very specific monster like a beast type. Everything becomes that type, so then it really messes up other decks. So I like that as well. So yeah, big shout outs to this guy, Just Some Name here as well. But cool, innovative idea. Like, it's just a really simple idea. Just throw in Mizuki because you're just going to start dumping cards. I've seen also people run 60 cards with Lightsworn. Obviously, in the OCG, this deck is going to be actually a little bit better. It actually does see pretty decent play. It's like 20+% in like the meta. Not necessarily the zombie variant, but just like the Tearalaments. Like, it's a good deck for sure too. A lot of people are playing the Lightsworn engine, but obviously with Grass and the OCG, it changes things up a little bit. That card is just so dang powerful. But really cool stuff indeed. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here and do want to see more in the future, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and you'll definitely see more. And the one-click download will be in the Discord. But take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.